Hello, everyone. On behalf of BIM Forum Chile, I'd like to thank Seguridad for the invitation to this great event. My presentation is titled BIM in Chile and Latin America, a brief look from the public and private world. I am Jorge Villarroel, member of the board of BIM Forum Chile, representing the engineering companies. I'm a structural engineer, graduated from Universidad de Chile in Santiago de Chile. Since 2013, I work as a structural engineer at René Lagos Engineers. In 2018, I became the director of Innovation and Development team. This is a team made of structural engineers and developers with the aim of optimizing the production processes of the company focused on BIM methodology and its digital transformation, implementing new workflows and developing customized software to meet the needs of our industry. Our main goal was to develop a suite of tools for rebar detailing in Revit, so it is in tune with the structural design workflow that we have in our office and in the BIM environment. The agenda for today will be focused in these three topics. First, I'll talk about how BIM is settled at a national level. After that, I'll talk about what are the activities that are being organized in the Latin American region? And to conclude, I'll share with you an example of an interesting BIM implementation that we did in René Lagos Engineers and how it settled the ground to take BIM consulting to the next level. So here we go. First of all, I'll talk about BIM Forum Chile. BIM Forum Chile is a technical and permanent instance which brings together the main professionals and institutions related to BIM information modeling. BIM Forum Chile seeks to channel technical concerns, knowledge, and information related to BIM, also becoming an instance of development dissemination and good practices for technological development in the construction industry. We encourage institutions, companies, and people to join BIM Forum Chile and become a member because in BIM Forum Chile we can boost your BIM contacts networks. You can spread your BIM capabilities and experience. Also, you can train your team in BIM. You can be heard and influence the development of BIM issues in Chile. You can participate in the main BIM events in the country, and also permanently receive the latest BIM news and technical information. BIM Forum Chile is determined to follow the next technical lines of action: the creation of technical documents, generation of standards, offer training, host and share technical talks, constantly create publications, discuss BIM from different angles through the different technical working groups, keep strong relationship with the academy, offer and help the students with title memories and theses. There are also important benefits for partners, consisting in discounts and partnerships with software training academies. Constantly, BIM Forum Chile seeks for new activities for our partners. We strongly stand that BIM implementation on BIM information needs to be shared between our partners and the community so we can constantly offer a wide range of events consisting on seminars, webinars, technological conferences, technical meetings, national and international networking activities, share sector interest projects that use BIM, and positioning. To be in tune with this era of information that we live in, we are constantly sharing information and being very active in the different social networks such as Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. All of this, you can find it in our website, so you can be aware of BIM Forum Chile and its activities. I invite you to visit us and maybe become a partner. In Chile, during the last decade, the Faculty of Architecture and Urban Planning of Universidad de Chile has made 3 BIM national surveys to see how is the BIM adoption throughout the country. Last year's results indicate that the adoption levels have risen compared to the previous years. In the left chart, you can see that regular and occasional users grew from being the 37% to 69% in 6 years. Interesting thing is that more than 60% of the surveyed didn't use BIM back in 2013, and now is completely the other way. Regarding the different areas in the pie chart to the right, architecture companies will still lead the adoption with the 73% compared to the engineering companies with 56% in terms of regular and occasional users. Construction companies are still on its way to adopt BIM as a standard. On the left chart is the percentage of users that have used BIM according to types of projects. Residential buildings, projects beneath 250 square meters, which is around 2,700 square feet, and offices buildings are the three most common types of projects that users are using BIM to develop. The least adopted is infrastructure project with only 12%. On the right chart are the most common uses for BIM in projects. Visualization throughout the design and gross drawings are the two more common uses for BIM nowadays, followed by creating shop drawings and render images. Facility management is the least common use for BIM. This points that BIM is still commonly used until construction stage and lacks usability afterwards. Plan BIM is a 10-year initiative driven by Corfo that has as its main goal the implementation of BIM for the development and operation of public building and infrastructure projects as a standard. Corfo is the production promotion corporation depending directly from the Ministry of Economy, and its main objective is to promote a society with more and better opportunities for the community and to contribute to Chile's economic development. Plan BIM's strategy is ensure Plan BIM's continuity in time, creating and fostering bond and partnerships that guarantee a strategic institutional support that allows to promote and develop their initiatives. To define a common and transversal BIM standard for the development of public projects in order to generate effective communication between the different actors, thus improving the productivity and sustainability of the projects, benefiting the entire construction industry. To promote the training of the workforce with BIM capabilities in both the public and private sectors that participate in the production and operation chain of an infrastructure or public building project. And promote the use of technological tools and platforms that allows the development and management of public projects based on the BIM requirements of the public sector. In June 2019, they released the BIM standards for public projects, a document prepared to guarantee that the information shared in the framework of public building and infrastructure project is sufficient, consistent, and good quality and interoperable. In addition, they presented the Entity Information Matrix, a spreadsheet that focuses on identifying and tracking the information that a BIM model must incorporate during the project through its entities. Now, let's talk about how is BIM in the region. The International Federation of Construction Industry, or just FIC in Spanish. The mission of this network is to generate through the FIC chamber members a permanent instance of collaboration between the different inter-American entities dedicated to research, development, innovation, and technology transfer in the construction sector in order to improve the competitiveness of the construction industry at regional and local level. Led by the FIC and the Inter-American Development Bank, BID in Spanish, a survey was developed by Dutch Data and Analytics, a company specialized in software in research for the construction sector worldwide. The formal analysis of the industry at the level of each of the countries was focused on the three major segments of the construction industry, namely real estate developers, general contractors, subcontractors, and designers, which is architects, engineers, and consultants. This survey was taken earlier this year, and it is currently in the result analysis stage. The Latin American Government Network gathers Argentina, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Costa Rica, Mexico, Peru, Uruguay, and aims to increase the productivity of the construction industry through digital transformation, accelerating national BIM implementation programs through collaborative work that promotes common guidelines and favors commercial and knowledge exchange in the region. So, to conclude this presentation, let me talk about a case of study and how we at René Lagos Engineers, a structural engineering company, with a couple of uses of BIM, satisfied our clients' demands and how it turned to be the kickoff of the creation of our BIM management consultant team. The challenge was that we needed to develop 2 towers linked by a parking plate. The tallest one was equipped with twin mass damper at the top, and these buildings had to coexist with an existing project. It was necessary to carry out the survey of the existing land and create the excavation plan and the shoring project. Also, an existing irrigation canal needed to be corroborated. The solution was to create a point cloud survey using a drone flight to see the existing structure so the client could visualize the impact of the decisions and how the different elements coexisted. This helped the client to see the visual impact that the canal would have on the apartments, so an adjustment of the apartments was made on time. This demonstrated us that with BIM and related technology, decisions regarding clash detections and on-time coordination could save time and money, and after all, the project was the biggest winner. Here you can see how we put together the existing building, the closest one to the screen, and the design project, all together and presented it to its client. The twin mass damper can be seen at the top of the building in the middle. Also, the shoring project is visible, and the location of the canal on the right can be perfectly seen and visualize its impact. All of this allowed us to customize the service provided to our clients, creating new offerings in terms of quantifications that satisfy our clients and to deliver the information they need and the way they need it. We also created a research and development team, which I lead, that supports the BIM management team, among other areas, with custom tools development and workflow optimizations. The key in this service is to transform the project coordination concept to project management and to become a companion during the different stages of the project lifecycle, from conceptual design to construction and maintenance. This transition main goal was to become the client's BIM consultant, offering different solutions and workflows in terms of structural engineering and BIM, so the project as a whole is the biggest beneficiary. Remember, BIM means a project, BIM means a team, but BIM equals people. Thank you very much.